All right, let's get into a live game. Looks like we go for Farster spec. Yeah, aerial spec. I'm no longer liking aerial spec that much. It doesn't really do much for us anymore. It's more because I feel like we mainly just use the rays now just to set the fire. We're not really the extra 10% is good, but the unlock is like worth nothing to us since we only usually go for the rays. I don't know. I feel like the starting pack is way more important than the specialist. So we're kind of in love with this positioning here currently. Um, Storms could be tanks, and everything else would be the same. For some reason, it just feels like the perfect starting board. We have our chaff. We have chaff clear. We also have an additional, kind of like chaff clear as well. I wonder if I prefer the tanks over the storms. I'm not sure. I think the storms are pretty powerful, maybe early, but maybe later on the storms can get countered by anti-missile too easy. All right, Typhoon spec. You're gonna have to skip here. The redeploy looked pretty tasty, but can't afford it, and it's not absolutely necessary. All right, so standard, round 2, Phantom Ray. Let's hope he goes more softer units that are susceptible to burning. Let's hope he doesn't have the fire extinguisher on the Hound. So this is pretty good. It feels like he added some more chaff, and I think he added the Stormcrawler. So I'm trying to figure out, well, what did he do this round? There's 4 deployments, but how did he get the extra 50? If he added the Stormcrawler, did he sell out of something? No, okay. This potentially is good for us. I think we potentially just take it. It's too good to pass up. Even if we have to borrow, I think we could still be good for us. I think we start getting the hounds now, just so we are getting ready for the... I mean, we could go for another crawler just to hide it. To hide the fact that we're gonna go... Yeah, maybe we just hide it, because... Well, let's not show our hand quite yet. I mean, he must know that it's gonna be some kind of firehound, but... Like, be nice to, like, kind of have the firehounds come out when we do the fire and the ray oil, because otherwise it's kind of telegraphing it a little bit too much. Okay, so he's got the raid in here. It's a good answer, but he had to pay the 200 to unlock it, so that's good for us. Plus the extra chaff is not bad for us. We don't actually have to go for the ray oil. If he's going to start going air and he's not going to build any more ground, then it might be smart for us not to go for the oil. But look at this shaft clear is taking forever. Like I think it's a pretty good tower timing for us, but we still haven't killed the Raiden yet. Oh my goodness, that was so close. So what do we do now here? Mustangs could be good for him. Mustangs could be good for us. It's got anti-air on the arc light. It's got the Typhoon. Yeah, I mean, Mustangs seem good even though we're going to go fire. Mustangs seem good for both of us. We're going to assume he's going to go Mustang, so I think we just start the fire play now. Okay, so let's start with the Firehounds. Oil first. Probably go for 3 and the fire. It's quite a big investment here, but given how much the chaff was a problem, I think we kind of need it. And I guess we go with the late one just in case the fire kind of doesn't ignite. All right. Still have 200 left over. What do we do? Almost want to go range on this. Maybe we start selling out. It's kind of risky to go range on the Mustangs, but it feels like we need it. Because otherwise the Mustangs are useless. Alright, so... It's good that he, you know, the fire's going to hurt him a lot more than it's going to hurt us. We may end up accidentally burning ourselves, but... I mean, he's just got way more stuff. Like his Mustangs are going into the fire. Our Mustangs are fine because we got range. Now, even if he got range, I think it would still be an issue for him, the fire. So he, you know, I guess this was kind of a surprise to him, but you couldn't, yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise in this day and age. When you see mass rays coming out on round 2, I think the fact that the oil is coming out, the fire is coming out should be fairly expected. So he wasn't ready for that. We'll skip upgrade stuff. This time to get rid of it. Yeah, that's the problem with the storms. We always end up selling the storms, whereas the sledges, they're always useful. They could always do some chaff clear. They always clear out some chaff. We're gonna need to go aerial spec pretty soon, but not yet, I think. How are these rays doing? They're doing nothing. So I think we stop investing into them. Wouldn't mind going another Farseer maybe. Kind of don't want to commit crazy into the Mustangs. I mean, I think we have no choice now. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Just go mass Farseer? It's gonna, yeah. Kind of feels like we have enough fire dogs. We have enough phantom rays for the fire, I think. Okay, let's just get a couple more just to make sure. But kind of feels like we have enough. And guess we could go for the cloak, right? The cloak is good. And I think that's it. We don't want to get shield. I think we'd be investing too much into the Raidens. Even cloak is pretty questionable, but I like these side ones. Oof. Yeah, that might hurt. Okay. That was pretty good pathing. So we have range on the Mustangs. Looks like it's the Farseer mainly that's doing the damage to the Raidens here. This Raiden's super tanky. Okay, let's see. Marksman could be good. Phoenix could be good. Phoenix kind of needs range. Marksman can burn. That's the problem. But they are good with aerial spec. They have more range. Phoenix is going to get outranged by the Raiden, I feel. We don't necessarily want to... I mean, we could go range ourselves, but then the chain... I don't think Phoenix is the right decision. I think Marksman is good. We can go aerial spec on the Marksman. It is kind of an investment, but we're only going to get, let's say, one. We're only going to get one tech. I want to get rid of this. It's going to be quite annoying. We sell out of one of the yeah, we sell out this one. It's worth a little bit more. So we gotta watch out for the oil. We're gonna get oiled here. We're probably gonna burn, but I don't think we go shields quite yet. Yeah, we just have deployments, but nowhere to use it. I kind of don't want to do this because then the Mustangs end up coming later. Let's just do this. I'm not so sure about this. Okay, so we get the Stormcrawler snipe. That's actually maybe good for us because then his units come forward, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to burn his units. So the more they come forward, the better. However, there is the issue of the missile interceptor. So hopefully the late dogs are still able to ignite. If not, then we've got a pretty huge issue. So far, it's not looking good for us. That just because there's no fire. So I think what we should have done was instead of going for the extra chaff, we should have went for the extra dogs. This is going to be a pretty rough round for us. All right, so let's fix the mistake from before. Some dogs here, some dogs here. Gonna have to go for range, definitely borrowing. Get a level. Get a level. Let's get the oil. It's a pretty juicy target here, maybe. I wonder if he's gonna like shield, so maybe we go like this instead. Alright, so got enough fire, I think. So what's our main unit here? I think we probably want some shields down, I think. Could be the last round. Now, do we just go Phantom Rays, or I think we have to go with the Mustangs here. Kind of don't want to sell anything here, so I mean, except for this or this. But what do we do? Just get another fire dog? Kind of have almost enough, but let's double down on his missile interception. But you know, all we need to do is connect this fire with that fire. We have a lot of extra dogs, so yeah. I mean, I'd say 50-50, but if we can get this to there we go. But I feel like it's still not enough. He's got too much Raidens, and it looks like the AA Mustangs aren't doing anything. So looks like we lose this. We're well played by. Yeah, very well played. Alright, let's go into that last round and see why we lost. So we'll get this intensive training because we're gonna go War Factory. It's the same cost as the tower intensive, but yeah, whatever, it's the same thing. So you could skip this, you could go for the tower, but we'll just get it. Go for the War Factory, unlock. upgrade, borrow, go for armor. We'll sell out of one of the arc lights, just get the range. We'll just toss it in the middle. And let's see how that works. I actually tried a couple variations of adding in more hounds, or going with Mustang with anti-air, you know, or even burst mode on the Phantom Rays, but none of it came close to working. I feel like most of his army is either the Raiden or the Mustang, and the Mustang does no damage at all to the factory because the factory has armor, and the Raidens do minimal damage to the factory, and so it seems like the factory is just an amazing tank for these kind of situations. And as you could see, it was pretty easy. Ended up doing around 1800 damage. I'm not sure. I don't think that was enough to win the game, but you know, that would have at least prevented us from losing the game. And maybe next round we beacon it backwards, or you know, just put 2 here. It's hard to say what happens next round, but it at least gives us a chance. So next time you're in a situation where kind of feels like you're, you know, I thought that we could just keep lighting the oil, but I was super surprised when that wasn't happening. I guess the arc lights are just doing really good into our Mustangs. So maybe the Mustangs was a mistake. Yeah, I think the Mustangs was probably a mistake. The Farseers were also a mistake because of the Mustang AM. So pretty much everything on our board was a mistake except for our Ray Oil. And even with all those mistakes, we were able to fix it with just a War Factory. So hopefully that was enjoyable, and we'll see you in the next one.